Alright everyone, I'm here to give you my WWE main event review. I actually had to write it down on this notebook right here because my phone's dead, so I couldn't take my notes off my phone. So let's just get it started. So this main event happened on January 6, 2015. We have JBL, Michael Cole, and Booker T on commentary. And the first match right off the bat is Paige with Natalya versus Nikki Bella with Brie Bella. Match actually was pretty solid. Got a lot of time. Nikki Bella, at one point Paige went to roll up Nikki Bella, and then she let go and kicked her right in the face. Nikki Bella threw Paige right off the apron, right on the floor, and she pretty much dominated Paige throughout much of the match. And then Paige would have some comebacks, but it was really on Nikki Bella from that point. And then Paige started somewhat of a comeback, and then Brie Bella, when Paige tried to go off the top, got in Paige's face, went off the apron and hold the Divas title because she was holding it. And Nikki Bella threw her off. Natalya attacked Brie. Nikki attacked Natalya. And then Paige and Nikki tried to exchange roll-ups, but then eventually Paige hit a big boot on the Rampage for the win. So I thought this was fine. Still think it sucks that Paige is on Total Divas, though, because I think she deserves better than Total Divas. And then Rusev and Lana send a message to Ryback. And since he got fired on Raw, and they talk about how last week he had this emotional story about how he got to the WWE, and now that was all for nothing because he's fired now and he's embarrassed. And then afterwards it shows a backstage interview that happened on WWE.com, and he talked about, and Ryback was talking about how he had worked his entire life to get to this point, and he says he tries to turn negatives into positive, but he doesn't think that he can this time, and all he says is, "I'm going home." And then Lana says that was the best thing that could have happened to Ryback, because if he had gone one-on-one with Rusev, he would have been humiliated and embarrassed. Then Rusev grabbed the mic and pretty much says that he would have crushed Jack Swagger and that he would have damaged him and ruined, and it's best for his health that he's fired. And then he announces that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble, so there's another entry right there. I thought this was all actually pretty good stuff. And then it shows the other interviews of the people got fired. So Eric Rowan getting interviewed, and he says that disappointment, he was asked how he feels about getting fired, and he said disappointment comes to mind. And then Dolph Ziggler gets interviewed, and he says that he worked his entire... I guess he has to feel guilty about being a wrestler because he always stole the show and put his body on the line every night. And now he doesn't have the job anymore, and he feels like that he put his body on the line at Survivor Series all for nothing. And he tells Renee Young that it was nice working with her because she was the one that did all the interviews. So I actually thought the interviews were pretty good. I had already seen them, but I thought they were good. And tomorrow at noon, Michael Cole is going to sit down with Triple H and discuss all this stuff. And I'm going to check it out. So if you want to check it out, definitely check it out. And then we get Fandango with Rosa Mendes versus R-Truth. Match was just average at best. Fandango hits a Falcon Arrow, then a leg drop off the top for the win. Rosa Mendes is always the best part about these Fandango matches nowadays. And then the main event was Jack Swagger versus Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil grabs the mic and says, now that 2015 started, we have new people in Congress. The Authority, which is Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, are back in power now. And he says that people think that Jack Swagger is going to be the one to stop it, but it's going to be me, Titus O'Neil. So it would kind of be interesting if they had Titus O'Neil get punished for saying that, but he won't. So we get the match. It was a pretty average match. I actually wasn't fully expected Jack Swagger to go over. He was actually going to win at one point, and the referee made a bad call because he thought his hand was on, Titus O'Neil's hand was on the rope when he was pinning him, but it actually wasn't. And then Jack Swagger hits a back suplex, which sends Titus O'Neil crashing on the floor. Titus O'Neil sends Swagger's spine first into the steel post, and then gets him and hits a big boot in the clash of the Titus for the win. So I was actually pretty happy about this, that Titus O'Neil went over, because I kind of want Titus O'Neil to get a little bit of a push this year, maybe hold the Intercontinental title, something. But yeah, that was it. That was the main event. I thought it was okay. I like the Paige Nikki Bella match. I like Ryback and Rusev Lana's promo. And I like I guess the Jack Swagger Titus O'Neil match wasn't that bad either, just because they give Titus O'Neil a nice big victory. So that's my review of main event. I actually will come back next week and review this show. Subscribe to my channel down in the corner on the right, and that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.